One of the things that I grew up with in my hometown, which was about 30 miles south of here, is I grew up with the fact that the stores were not open on Sunday. Um, there was a healthy respect for the Lord's Day in those days. Um, we we didn't do anything on Sundays other than maybe travel to an aunt or uncle or something like that. But basically, that was the day that my dad had off of work, and we stayed home and we went to church, and so it was a day of respect. And if you wanted anything from the drugstore, you had to tell the druggist ahead of time, and you get it. He'd go down there and help you out with that. But one of the biggest things I've seen change over the years is just the fact that there's disrespect for everything that is good, starting with our entertainment. The entertainment has gone downhill as far as I can see. Hollywood was hardly known back in the 50s. It was everything that could be seen in Hollywood. Nobody needed to see anyhow. Words have been redefined. We used to call things, we used to call adultery and sodomy and things of that nature. We would call them by their proper name, and these days it's just called an affair, or it's back in those days you were actually prosecuted for adultery or sodomy or things of that nature. Abortion is a big issue as well. There's been an acceptance of abortion. Life has become very fragile in the womb. And a lot of that, I think, has been from the feminist movement. I've seen the feminist movement where ladies have worked in the workplace and they've become very aggressive. They've been very, very dominant in their thinking. So the feminist movement has been part of that. I think there's been a lot of disrespect for authority, where children are becoming much more aggressive at trying to maintain their rights, and it's really foolishness, because God has given us the plan on the hierarchy of how the family should operate, and we've denied that in many respects. I usually think of Christmas and Easter as being those holidays that were respected back in the day, and they're not respected anymore. It's one of the other things that I really noticed was stores being open on Sunday. That I can remember the first time that there was a big store open. One of the biggest ones in Wisconsin was Capitol Court, and my wife tells me that her mother and her friends would make that was a pilgrimage for them to go to the big stores in Milwaukee to Capitol Court. That was a big deal for them. And I remember the first indoor store that stayed open was Brookfield Square. And so we have a lot of things working together. No school prayer. There used to be prayer at commencement exercises and things of that nature. We don't have any school prayer anymore, and so that's there's just outright lying and not following laws that people are really into. And I think that probably the most important thing that we have is a downgrade of authority in this country, and we're seeing it more and more every day.